Do you find it difficult to come up with content ideas for your podcast? Or perhaps you got stuck during the interview with the guest where you just have nothing to ask anymore? Try Poddex today. Poddex is the best all-in-one podcast idea generation tool. You get everything from episode ideas to interesting conversation starters for interviews, engaging discussions for your live stream, and even social media content ideas. With this tool, you don't have to spend weeks trying to come up with content for an episode or unique questions for your guests. Just shuffle the cards and pick one at random, hit the record button, and get started. Now you can make better content, have more fun while you're at it, and get your viral moment. All with Poddex. Head over to poddex.com and use code C4C. Oh man. Content creators of color, 30-day challenge, 30-day content challenge, and Clear Visions podcast is in the challenge. It's a lot of C's going on in this thing. Oh man. Let's get into the intro. What's the word, everybody? It's your man, Mr. Al Pete from the Mighty MPN.
Man, listen.
And you're now tuned in to the Clear Visions podcast. Get ready to enjoy the show.
Are we clear?
What's up? What's good? What's the word? Good day, good afternoon, good evening. It is evening because my shows come out at 10 o'clock at night. So hopefully people are still up to listen to it, but I'm going to be promoting it and all that great stuff. So yes, content creators of color 30-day challenge. Man, this is an awesome event. So I want to send shouts out to the crew that put this together. I think this is a very beautiful idea. I definitely enjoy the clubhouse rooms that we be having. I just love the community that I'm in. So this episode will be the first episode, and this is an introduction episode. So I'm just going to be letting you guys know what to expect, what the podcast entails, who I am as a person, because I'm introducing myself to a whole different crowd of people. So yeah, I'm gonna introduce myself to I'm gonna introduce this to the people that listen to me, but there is a new crowd of people that I'm going for and that I'm in. So yeah, so shouts out to C4C in the house. Yeah. And shouts out to Poddex for being a sponsor as well. Please go get your Poddex right now, man, to shake the anxiety when you don't have nothing to say and you need ideas. Poddex.com, man. They got a good app and they got good cards. So please go check them out because they're the sponsors of this C4C challenge. So yeah, get into me. I am Mr. Al Pete. I am a native of Jacksonville, Florida. Proud Floridian. My family is all, majority of my family is here in Florida, South Georgia, all that good stuff. So I am definitely a South boy, but definitely love other aspects of the world. So this podcast that I have is called Clear Visions Podcast. It's my personal podcast where I talk about all things like happening with me in regards to the jobs that I do. I might get a tad personal a little bit, but not too much because it's a lot of y'all, none of y'all business. So yeah, it talks about like a lot of stuff. So I am a hip hop artist, DJ, journalist, podcaster. I've done some acting. I do some production, definitely produce a lot of shows. So I am the founder of the MPN Network. It's also called Mr. Peterson's Neighborhood. That's my brand. So that's like my small media company brand where we, just highlight a lot of stuff that's going on around Jacksonville and the surrounding areas. So we're building but becoming. That's the tagline, building but becoming. So I am the founder of that. And I have a podcast network, which is called the Neighborhood Podcast Network. We have over 10 shows that is currently on there now. And Clear Visions is one of them. So, yeah. So, like I said, this is my personal one. I have two other shows that I run. It's called the Groove Suite Podcast, where we talk about music, highlight music and do interviews with musicians in Duval and in the surrounding areas. So if you got some dope, like soul, hip-hop, that type of stuff, stuff that got a good groove, shoot it to groovesweetjacks@gmail.com. And then I also have a show with my friend. It's called Flowers for the Culture Podcast, the award-winning. Let me get a round of applause right here. A round of applause right here. Yes. Shouts out to Crown Riri. We do a show we do it bi-weekly. But we definitely just have fun and give flowers to people that's in the industry with it, whether it's movies, music, or whatnot. But go swing over there, and all this stuff is at mpn-llc.com. Flowers for the Coaches is on there, the Groove Suite's on there, even ClearVisions is on there. So yeah, so that's where I'm at with it. So that's who I am as a person. That's what the podcast is going to be about. I do like to use this platform to talk about different topics. So I have a gang of topics that I would like to speak on. So I need to get some people. I need to get some interviews with the people that's in the C4C crew. I'm gonna be working on those, but I do have interviews with other people as well. So that's basically it when it comes to the ClearVisions podcast. And I call it ClearVisions because it's just, my interpretation of seeing things clearly and just kind of getting an understanding of how things move in my mind. And I just like to share that a little bit so people can kind of understand a little bit more who I am as a person and how I do things, why I do certain things, all that stuff. So that's why I call it ClearVisions. And you can go back to the ClearVisions podcast, which is on it's on the NPN page, but it's on MrAlpete.com as well, and listen to some past episodes. I might do some repurposing on some of them just so y'all can get an idea of like what I do and the type of shows that I do. Yeah, I'll do that because it's some shows that I think would be dope, and I think it would give me make it more interesting for people to want to listen to me. So yeah, so that's where we at, man. So of course, if you got any questions, comments, concerns, please hit me up. On Instagram, I am Mr. Alpete, MrAlpete. I'm on Twitter, so it's Mr. Alpete MPN. M as in Mary, P as in Paul, N as in Nancy. And I'm on Facebook as Alpete or whatnot, and then Clubhouse Alpete, all that stuff. But you can go to MrAlpete.com or mpn-llc.com and find the socials there, and he'll wrap you around to it. So listen, I'm looking forward to this month. I'm looking forward to this challenge. I hope y'all enjoy the content that I'm about to bring. It's gonna be, it ain't gonna be some everywhere. It's just gonna be some dope content, and I really hope that y'all enjoy it. So before we get out of here, I want to let you guys know that I am currently rolling out a podcast miniseries called The Tables Might Wobble Podcast. Right. So today I released episode 3. I have 2 more episodes to do, but I'm going to play the trailer right here so y'all can listen to the trailer. And I want y'all to go back and listen to the podcast miniseries. But it's about DJs, and I'm just talking about specific conversations, specific topics when it comes to DJing. So the episode I just released is about how DJs wear multiple hats. So I interviewed 2 of my brothers. Shouts out to Larry Love and Mass Appeal. And we just talk about DJing because I really want people to understand the mindset of a DJ. It's not just, we just don't sit there and press buttons. We really are innovators and creators and like founders of things. We do a lot of stuff. We do a lot of stuff and a lot of things while everybody's dancing. So I'm going to play the trailer right here. And when y'all come back, we'll close it out.
Man, listen.
Have you ever thought about the ins and outs of what it takes to be a DJ? You ever wonder what makes us happy or what ticks us off?
What?
Do you know the proper etiquettes to perform when dealing with a DJ?
What?
These and other questions will be answered on the show, The Tables Might Wobble Podcast, hosted and produced by me, Mr. Alpete. This show is a mini-series that will bring you into the world of turntablism and how certain disc jockeys or DJs exist in it.
What?
In this season, we'll touch on particular topics, ranging from how DJs manage multiple jobs while on the job,
security, your door person, you trust them with your money and swiping cards, your sound person, depending on what the venue is, they might not allow you to actually touch their sound. So you have to hire a sound person. But it's your job to make sure, number 1, that sound person is there. And number 2, that sound person knows how you want your sound.
To how one small thing can throw your whole focus off.
I don't think they realize that you've just broken me out of the piece that I had because you want to stand up next to the DJ booth and talk about it. Yeah. I don't think people recognize just talking to a DJ, period, throws them off.
To dealing with copyrights and not being able to live stream freely.
We're showcasing. If we're showcasing our mixes, if we're showcasing music, I don't think it should be taken down. If it's a situation where we're not out there selling it and making money, I think it should be fine, but it's not.
Because they're missing out on the streaming revenue, they went to Facebook and said, look, because music is being played on your site, on your platform, we need you to license all of this music.
And to build your own brand when no one sees you being more than a DJ.
You know me, I'm always plotting. I'm always trying to make things bigger and better. And so, I basically built this thing called Beats, Brunch, and Bubbly.
We'll have interviews from Mass Appeal, DJ Bernard B, DJ Miss Tan, DJ Larry Love, Giella, Energy, and DJ Chill Will. Listen to the Tables Might Wobble podcast on the MPN Network's website, starting on January 18th, 2022. All right, like I told y'all, we're sponsored by Poddex, okay? Poddex, please go to poddex.com, get your cards. You can get the app as well. And listen, they have a lot of questions, a lot of things that you can just, do and make your enhance your show a lot better. So every episode I'm going to pull a card on myself. And even with the guests, I'll pull a card out on them. But I'm going to do it on myself. And I think I'm going to focus on icebreakers right now for the next couple of shows. So I did the app. And my question is there something that you dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it yet? Oh, man. Yes, a lot of things I dream about. A lot of the stuff I'm like curating my dreams right now. But I will say, you just listen to the trailer. I've been wanting to do that since 2018, and it's 2022, and I'm just releasing it. So it's kind of unheard of for me to hold on to something and kind of procrastinate with that. But the dream is true, and we're on episode 3. So looking forward to doing more of these podcast miniseries and investigative journalism type actions or whatnot. So that's one of the dreams I have. I'll share more dreams as we go by. As you listen to the shows. So, all right. So that's my Poddex section of this. Let's get back to it.
Man, listen.
All right. Hope y'all enjoy that trailer. Go check out the first, second, and third episodes on tablesmightwobblepod.com. I hope you enjoy it, man. Please rate it, review it, subscribe to it, share with the people. Definitely rate and comment on it because it gives us visibility. Like y'all, like everybody, all the podcasters know, it gives you visibility in these certain arenas. So it'd be greatly appreciated if y'all can check that out and enjoy. So I'm out of here, man. I will be back with y'all tomorrow. Oh, another thing I want to let y'all know. Down here in the South, we say bike. We saying back, but it's bike, B-Y-K-E. So I'm probably going to open my shows or close my shows by saying bike for the world. Bike for Duval, back for the world. So just to give y'all a little bit of Floridian twang. Yeah, so that's where we at with it, man. But Clear Visions Podcast, Mr. Al Pete. Enjoy, man. Enjoy these next 27 days of funk. And every day at 10 p.m. is going to be appearing, at the joint. And it looked like I'm going to be the last of the shows running out each day. But nevertheless, we're going to go out with a bang. And that gives me a good good look, a good clear vision to do on how to do a lot of these shows and make it fulfilling. So yeah, we rocking, y'all, and to the top. Oh, also, I'm sorry. Please go to C as in Charles, the number 4, challenge.com and see all the episodes and see all the people that's involved or whatever. Great thing that we got going on or whatnot. So glad to be a part of it. Please go check it out. They did one in October too. So I just want to shout out that. And let's see, Instagram. It is creators_of_color. So please go check that thing out. And yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. To the top. Clear Visions Podcast was produced and engineered by myself, along with the intro and outro music. Subscribe to this podcast that's available on MrAlPete.com, MPN-LLC.com, and on all podcast platforms. Thanks for listening, everyone. Building but becoming. To the top.